What's going on, fam? What's going on? It's your fam, Zay Gifted, back at y'all with another message, back at y'all with another video. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, all glory, all esteem to Abba Yahuwah and Yahushua Mashiach for using me as a vessel to work in and through me. So today's video, the title of this video is Good Guys Always Finish Last. So you know that saying where they be like, it's lonely at the top? That is true. It's going to be lonely at the top. When you better in your life, when you clearing out all distractions, when you trying to get to where you're going, it's going to be lonely. You're not going to have as much people around you because they're not going to be on the same type timing as you. So you got to understand that, fam. You see, females nowadays, this generation, it wasn't like this earlier on in the years or back in the day. It was more cool. Like, you used to see females used to be with one person that can provide or had this and that or own his own thing. And it used to be hard to get in touch with her because she was so in love with her man. But now, with this newer generation, they feel like they can have many options. They feel like they can, it's like these females, they have like multiple people who like they can lean on. So when this person ain't doing this right, they can go to this person who can give them something to eat, who can provide a roof over their head with this person. It's like different things that they got different people for. You see, females, they don't always find somebody that look better than you, they got more than you, they got a better car, better house, they got more money than you, that just look better than you, all aspects to them and their perspective. You got to understand that. You see, females, they like the idea of a relationship, they like the benefits and the stuff that comes out of a relationship, but they don't want to really be in a relationship. They want to benefit off you, they want to be around you because you're beneficial. Sometimes females, you will heal a female for another man, so sometimes she'll be around you so you can hear her, so you can feel her ego, but at the same time she got another man on the other side. She like for attention. You see, females, they like the, like I said, they like the ideal of a relationship. They'll be around you, they'll come around you all day telling you they love you, they'll smile in your face, but whole time they got other people that they dealt with in the past, or they had sex with in the past, or they thought they was cute in the past, and they'll try to use them for their attention, for their ego. You see, females, they like attention, they cope off attention. You see, they like getting attention from other men or anything. They like posting themselves on social media. You got to understand that, fam. You see, females, they don't know what they want, fam. They want to have multiple men. You see, females, they want to be in a relationship with you, but they want to have multiple men on the side. They want to have somebody else that can come to on the side. You got to understand that, fam. You see, it's nowadays, female, it's like they base everything off social media. So they feel like if their relationship not looking like the person off social media that they follow or that they like, then their relationship not working, they decide they want to leave. You see, and there's so many rich people on social media. So when females do see that and they see how that person treating their partner and they not getting that same treatment, they'll try to leave. It's so crazy. Technology and social media took over so much. It's so like icky, bro. That's where people go for their problems. That's where they go for their relationship. That's where they go for advice, this and that. They base their whole life on social media. Nobody got their own mind of themselves no more. You got to understand that. You see, sometimes you will be in a relationship with a girl for a long time, and it don't matter. You can have all the memories in the world. You can have all this and that. You could did this for her. You could have did that for her. You could have been through there with her worst times. You got to understand that. But you got to understand, it gets to a point in time to where you get tired of putting your all into a relationship and that person not putting their all back into you. You see, it'd be a time where a female, she'll play that role, she'll have a mask where like, oh, she'll love you, she'll be all for you and then this and that, and then all of a sudden she'll start acting weird, or her behavior or her actions will start changing. She been feeling like that for the longest. It's just like her mask ain't popped off yet. You see, females, what's done in the dark is gonna come to light. If you believe in the word, if you believe in the Bible, what's done in the dark is gonna come to light. So you gotta understand that they can't play a mask for so long, and they know that mask is gonna fall off sometime, so they try to find like an escape plan. You see, females, when they do you wrong or they do you dirty, what they'll try to do is they'll try to be busy. They'll try to keep their life so busy so they ain't got to deal with that guilt. They ain't got to deal with that shame. They ain't got to worry about what they did with you. You see, it's different from men. You see, men, we'll be in a relationship with a female and then we'll get hurt. And when we leave and part ways from each other, men, we love unconditionally. We are emotionally intelligent. So when we do leave that person, it's like we feel a deep sorrow for that person. We'll think about them. We'll want to be back with them. We'll think about what they're doing. But females, they can just get out of a relationship and they can just move on with their life. They can go to the next person. They can find the next guy. You see, females, they always know who the next guy is. They always know who that next person is. They always keep somebody available or in their contact or just on their mind or around, so they can go to that person after they're done with that relationship. You see, females can move on, but for men, it's hard to move on. And you see, men, they normally don't bounce back out the heartbreaks. You see, it's hard for men to bounce back out the heartbreaks because our love is so unconditional. You got to understand that. So look, fam, like I said, and when you a strong masculine man and you got boundaries and you honest and take accountability, and you tell a female what she doing and doing all this and that, you see females, they don't like taking accountability. They like projecting. They like playing victim. They like, you see, when you call a female out on her BS, she's gonna try to flip the script, and it's like reverse psychology, bro. She'll try to flip the script and point it back onto you. She'll try to bring something up like what you did, so she can get past the fact of what she did. You gotta understand that, fam. These females is icky. They weird. They evil. You gotta understand that, fam. And you see females, they come into your life. Sometimes they'll benefit off you. Sometimes female, they'll play that role. They'll come into your life, figure out what you do, figure out how you move, and they'll pick little things up off you. Say like what you do, your habits, your skincare routine, or this and that. They'll pick up off your habits, and then when they get what they want, they'll leave. They go to the next person. They pick up whatever they got, their behavior. They like, it's like female, they jump from different person to different person, and whenever they go to the next person, it's like they bringing that stuff that they pick up from that last person onto that next relationship. It's just like, it's so weird, fam. You a strong masculine man, and you don't pick up on female BS, and you don't let them disrespect you, or you don't let them run all over you. They don't like that, because sometimes female be used to running all over men, or running all over people they used to be with in the past. So when they see you stepping up and calling them out on their BS, they not used to that. So they gonna try to avoid you. They gonna try to do everything in their power. You see females, they gonna disrespect you. They gonna test you. They gonna go as far as disrespecting you and seeing how much you can take. And when you had enough, you see, it's not about that. It's not about that you thinking about the bad. It's like when it gets to a point to where the bad is overwriting the good. The bad memories is overwriting the good memories, and you just had enough, and you have no choice but to leave. You see, when you leave a female, you got no choice but to just upgrade your life and go on with your life. You got to continue, because if you stay stuck on them, they're going to have a new supply, and it's going to get all messy and all drama and all this and that. They're going to try to get you caught up in that. You see, females, they like to play games. They like to test your mind, bro. See where you at. See if you're going to chase them after they did what you did. They like to disrespect you, then leave you, and then not talk about what they did, so they can have you thinking all this and that, have you questioning about reassurance, have you questioning about why they did this and that. They know you got all type of questions, so they just gonna leave you and not talk about the situation. That's what they like to do. You see, females, they want you to chase them. Why would I chase a female why would I chase a female when females don't even run from the people they like, don't even run from the men they want? That's the whole point of the game. Females, they want you to chase after them, and then when they see you chasing after them, they want to pull back, because females got this big egotistic stuff about themselves, fam. You got to understand that, you see. And it's so crazy, like, when they see you a kind-hearted, genuine person, you got stuff going on for yourself, you loyal, and you honest, and you can do all this and that, they don't like that. So they think they can play around with you and play games and do all this and that. They're going to play their part for a while, but as soon as they done playing their part, they're going to exit out of your life. You see, it's crazy, because when females done with you in their mind, they already on to the next. It's not that they got to be done with you in the physical, but when they done with you up here mentally, it's over, fam. And that's the crazy part. You see, men, we can work it out. We can try to work the relationship out, build things back up. But when females done with you up here, when they let their feelings get involved, it's over, because they're going to start saying things they ain't never said before. They're going to start showing who they really is. They're going to come out and say things that you ain't never known that they would do, or like that you ain't never known the type of person that they was. You see, females, they wicked, bro. You see, they like to keep quiet. Females are more sneakier than men. And I saw this video of Charleston White. He said females are more sneaky and conniving than men, because you see, he said, you see a female, you see, this is what he said. He said, you could be downstairs and a female can be upstairs with a man, and she can have a dress on. All she got to do is bend over, pull her dress up, and she can get real quick. And then all she got to do is lift her dress back down. You can come back up, and you can never know she never had sex. But a man, he said, you see, what we got to do, we got to pull our pants out. We got to pull our out, and then we got to have sex, and then we got to pull our meat back up. It's easier to get caught. He said females are more sneaky and conniving. They are. Females are sneaky, bro. They'll say one thing out of their mouth, but their heart will be different. They'll tell you one thing, but their intentions will be different. You see, females' intentions not pure. You see, it's like females don't know what love is, bro. It's like they just like the word. They just like saying it. They just like projecting it, but they don't really know what it is, fam. And it's even crazier because they got these female rappers who be filling these females' heads with all this and that, thinking that they got to have a man who got 6 figures or who got a mansion or he got this and that. They telling these females they allowed to have options or multiple men. It's crazy, bro. You see, in this generation is crazy because females that make you not want to love no more. You see, they'll do some wicked stuff to you that'll traumatize you and they make you open your eyes to like, dang, I shouldn't put my all into somebody before I put my all into myself. It's crazy because females expect for you to be this financial stable man while they broke. They expect you to be financially stable and you taking care of them and they broke and they not doing nothing. They not cleaning, they not doing nothing. They expect you to take care for them, and then, bro, I saw a quote, I saw a video, it was like, females expect for you to be a financially stable man while they broke. And then they come like they already had sex in the past from all them other niggas. And then he was like, oh yeah, wholeflation is crazy. And then sometimes they even come with somebody else's kids. Like, for real though, you got to be financially stable to take care of women who not even doing that for themselves. And then they come like they're not virgins. And then you possibly got to take care of somebody else's kids. It's crazy. Females expect these high standards from you. You see, with these females, you can't get mad at somebody for not treating you right, bro. You can't get mad at somebody for not knowing how to handle you, because sometimes you may just be too much for somebody. Sometimes they may not have that person like you before. You see, you can have all these thoughts in his mindset inside of you of what you want to, or what you think a female can become, or like you got this idea of who you think this female become, but you got to actually look at them for their actions and their behaviors that they showing you. You got to understand that, fam. So with all due respect, it's not every female, bro, but it's majority of society, bro. The good females you hardly can find because they protecting their peace, just like us good men is doing. We protecting our peace. We focusing on ourselves, upgrading our life, because we know how wicked and evil this generation is. That's why some people are scared to get into relationships and this and that, because they know how wicked this generation is. They know how people be playing with people's hearts, and they don't really care about how they feel after they leave them and this and that. That's why so many people just focus on themselves and do things all by themselves, because it's crazy out here. But that's why they say good guys always finish last, because when they see that you a good guy and they see that you kind, they feel like they can play with your heart. They feel like they can run all over you, disrespect you. They feel like, oh, he easy to get over. He naive. He gonna fall for this and that. And he gonna, every time I run back to him, whenever I do something, he gonna come back to me. Nah, because sometimes the good and kind-hearted people, they holding back for doing something to you that you don't want them to do. You see, when good and kind-hearted people had enough, it's hard to get them back. It's rare to come around those kind of people. You got to understand it, because once you lose them, you see, the Most High, he'll put those type of people, that type of energy or frequency inside your life, and you will only get that once in your life. You see, you reap what you sow. So whatever you put out into the universe, that's what's gonna come back to you. So if you putting out bad energy gonna come back to you. If you cheating on your man and he nothing but good energy doing all this and that to you, and he doing what's best for y'all, and he taking care of y'all, and you out here holding around and thinking you can come on late at night, hide things from him and this and that, best believe when you go into your next relationship or your next relationships after that, them other people gonna cheat on you, do you wrong, the same type thing you did to that person, bro. You gotta understand that, fam. So at the end of the day, bro, I just want to let you know, bro, protect your peace, bro. If you see red flags, if you see signs early on, bro, you should know, then just get up and leave. You see, sometimes people be in relationships and we want to see how much we can deal with of their BS. We want to see how much we can take before we leave them, because we don't want to just up and leave because we had good memories with them. We don't want to just leave them because of one bad thing. But like I said, when the bad things overwrite the good, it's no choice but to leave. You got to understand that, fam.